Hello, I'm Dr. Mosmi Bhim from Fiji National University. So the question that was asked is, how can you encourage women to apply? The reality is that if you have all these temporary special measures, they will not work if you cannot create a safe space for women where women feel safe to stand in elections. In other African countries, women are actually scared to stand in elections. When they stand in elections, they stand the risk of being kidnapped, they stand the risk of being raped, they stand the risk of being killed. So we are lucky we don't have to fear for those things. But there are other things that people are still afraid of in Fiji. The size of our military is still too big. They hold too much power. We still are scared of another coup. Parliament is unstable. We know that because there's still a danger of another coup. Okay? And that also places fear, not just in women, but other capable men of standing. There are a lot of capable men and women in Fiji. Women are capable. But you have to create a safe space for women to stand in elections. Parliament has to be a safe job. Just look at what's happening in Parliament now. 17 members of Parliament don't know their fate. How does that encourage a woman to stand in elections?
Madam,
how will they feed their children if the next day they're out of a job?
Can you find out your question just so that they could answer before
So
we're running out of time?
Space, increase the pay for those jobs where women are a majority. Nurses, teachers, for example. If women are not earning enough, how will they have spare time to take part in events of national interest? They're too busy looking after their family, trying to make ends meet. Increase the pay of jobs where women are the majority. Those are the things that our parliamentarians need to be looking at. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that question by the lady was quite interesting. Because when she stood up, I thought, oh, this will be a nice question coming, but I don't know. In a way, she was quite loaded. But again, to answer your question, the points that you raised, madam, it's, I'll just go back to what Mr. Osborne raised in his presentation. It's the encouragement of men to work closely with women, to take control of that short journey with the women, say in parliament or local government or etc., to enable to show them the way and lend them the ropes as well as they go along. Because that is what we're encountering now in our parliament, apart from what you've stated. When we go around the region for meetings, I usually introduce the members of my secretarial staff. I'll begin with the boss, the Secretary General, and I'll explain to the people in the region, whether it's in Tonga or wherever, Australia, New Zealand, her parents are from Kiribati. She's a lawyer by background, but this lady here, standing at the back there, she was born and bred in Fiji. She was even the head girl of one of the girls' most popular institutions in Fiji, the Anti-Dakumbau School. And her name is Janet Amberson. So I lead in doing that because she feels embarrassed when I do that. But I say, I'm not doing this for you, I'm doing it for the rest that will be following, in the hope this will generate interest in the Pacific, that we have a highly educated lady leading our parliament. There's about 100 staff in there, with a budget of so many millions. She runs the operations in our parliament. And then I even introduced her to fellow countrymates from Tuvalu etc. And they say hello in Kiribati, and I listen for some more exchanges in Kiribati. I think that was the only thing maybe Jeanette knows now. Well, I'm sorry if I say this, Jeanette. But again, the idea is to promote. That's what Osborne was saying. If men could help promote women in leadership, and that is what we should be doing. But in terms of the pay, etc., that you brought out, ma'am, well, that's the process that the parties are kind of into now. They are declaring in a way it's a right, their interests, and that's a parliamentary process, and they are going through that. And that has led to some fatal, result. Maybe that is still coming, or maybe it won't happen. But again, that is the result of people going through the process that is available, but in Parliament it's just a numbers game. Whenever we protested in the last 16 years, when I was the leader of opposition, that's what we get. We lost a vote, that's the end of it. But is it proper? Is it right? That's when women and men who are voters exercise their rights during election time to cast their vote. We are hoping to encourage more young children to see parliamentary role as a way to serve the community, to serve the country, but at the same time help navigate the destiny of our country. That is all I can add to that question that was it a question or a general statement that you made? But that is what I can share.